Welcome back, guys, to Face the TV here for Starseries. Now, OverGaming, Na'Vi, season. I'm worried for OverGaming. If they don't win this knife round, I'm pretty worried for them because Na'Vi, we all know that they've played this map more than once.
Yeah, definitely so. Against teams like Dignitas, like Virtus.pro, they are the seasoned veterans, as you could say. They know how to play this map. They know how to play T, CT. They know its strengths, weaknesses. Whereas OverGaming, we haven't really seen much from them on this map, and going up against a giant like Na'Vi, it's not the best situation to be in.
Well, they better win this knife round, but looking pretty bad for them. And the thing is that Na'Vi is a team that's going to understand how to abuse the inherent disadvantage. The reason why it is T-sided, it is because rotations are very difficult. They're very long on this map, very long indeed. And so there are certain types of strategies that you can run as a T side that can abuse this fact and give yourself really big delays between their retakes to come in, making them overall a lot harder, a lot riskier, and stuff like that, generally speaking. So now we're going to see OverGaming actually.
Na'Vi called the switch.
So Na'Vi, but they were whining before when they were like, "You're supposed to pick T," and now they're picking CT. All right. Well, either way, we'll have to see if OverGaming then, if they have the understanding of how to pull with the rotations of Na'Vi and use that to their advantage.
Now, are we actually going to see slow play here from OverGaming? Of course, it will.
Are we?
Well, I was going to say that Season is a map where slow play works a lot more, but they may not have too much experience on it, so they may be a bit more gun-ho and just try and go out there, but it's OverGaming, so nothing will happen for the next 30 seconds.
That was awesome.
Even on the pistol round.
So it does seem like they are going to be lining up for that A split. And definitely, killing a bit of time. And so far, Guardian's going to actually, takes down Kairi on range. Not going to get himself across there, but I think the play has been given away. You can see Na'Vi have 4 guys pretty much on this side of the map. Almost, the 5th guy on the map is actually really far away from B, close to this A site. In comes Alex, but lots of damage already done. Does take down Zeus. Edward does remain though low, albeit, but he's alive. Alex will go in for the shot. He does manage to take down Guardian. And he has the ability now to go to B if he really wants to, but he has to go through mid, and we can see that the bomb is dropped there. That is really the big deal for him. And there's lots of time being killed. It's double angle from Edward and starix. In it comes. Now as Alex tries to get through, and actually will get Edward with a nade, but it's going to be the round for Na'Vi.
Yeah, it looked a bit worrying there towards the end, though, with Alex on 3 kills. starix didn't have armor. Seized was so low. And unfortunately for Alex, he wasn't able to finish the round out as Na'Vi take the first round on their least favoured side, and we're seeing starix pick up a good old Pro 90, and Zeus is in there with the Nova, so 2 unconventional buys, and the first gun they lose is the M4.
OverGaming making their way up mid now, and loWel quite deep on these angles. All just the heads showing for loWel, but he isn't able to actually connect us yet. Well, the bullets are flying from either side of mid, but it looks like OverGaming so far are holding on to this, and Na'Vi with a man disadvantage, a 2-man disadvantage, make that almost a 3-man disadvantage, as Edward is bleeding out at this point. Certainly going to allow them to easily take whichever side that they choose. It does appear that they are going for this A play. Got Edward here, they fall back with his Famous, and generally speaking, it's like they're just going to try to go for these exits. And that's a pretty smart play, especially as they do have a lot of firepower behind them. Although there's all these armored up players for OverGaming, so they're going to be pretty hard to take down, especially with P90.
Also, Alex did actually buy a Galil at the beginning of this round. So they have a bit more firepower than Na'Vi may be thinking, but 2 P90 frags and a Nova. That's the gun's gone straight away, and OverGaming won't be too mad if they do die to the bomb going off. Is starix going to survive? Yes. No. As Edward does salvage a FAMAS. So he is able to carry that one through. But OverGaming coming back there, tying things up at 1-1 and ruining the economy of Na'Vi.
But the same can be said for OverGaming after that round. They're pretty weak on economy, and Na'Vi having saved the FAMAS, knowing that their opponents are in a very like, shaky spot, off balance with their economy, they're going to go for the buy again, which is very, very awesome to see. Very viable strategy to play. Have to see if they're able to actually make this work. Edward is going to back off here. They're not going to go close to mid. Instead, they will stay as the usual setups. starix didn't go for the repeak in time, and that angle is impossible to deal with the mag, so he has to back away, and he gets spotted. So things not starting well for Na'Vi. He might just find himself a kill to FlipiN, as FlipiN will give him that rifle. And Sees picks himself up an AK. Another good frag coming in from Edward over at mid. And the options from OverGaming start to become a bit fuzzier. Good shot from Alex there onto Edward. And that's going to allow them now to make a move. We do have Seized here with the AK, the sole weapon. Seized. Can he deliver? Can he go huge?
He's ready and waiting. He spots one, gets taken down by Lau, however. So this site has opened up. There's one player coming from Horseshoe, and that is starix with the shotgun. Sorry, it wasn't a Horseshoe. That confused me a little bit there, but I feel like if he'd have rushed in straight away, he may have stopped the bomb plant and got a kill with the shotgun. It would have been very high risk, high reward. Probably would have died because of it, but denied the bomb plant, got some bank for himself, because the next round, this shotgun probably be as effective as it is this time round.
We can see these angles here that they have. Obviously exiting from short, not safe. Exiting from towards CT and the high areas, not safe either. So they have to go for underground. And look at this. They realize that underground is the only safe option, and that's what they take. So very smart. They know that Na'Vi are looking for the exits. Instead of trying to just risk it or try to go for the frags, they are going to be able to just save the weapons, which is what they needed to do. And they obviously know that there is a Phalanx and a mag alive for Na'Vi, but this time they're not going to invest too much. We do actually see a Deagle bought by Guardian. That puts and a kit and armor.
Yeah.
So that's actually going to put them quite low on the money. So once again, they're pretty darn low on the money. They're going to be looking at the buy on the 5th round. If we look at the money from OverGaming, it's still a little bit shaky, but it's getting there. It's getting there. If they get a clean round now, the next round's buy is not going to result in an eco for Na'Vi onto OverGaming should they win it.
Na'Vi have literally given OverGaming a free pass here to just sort their money out, giving them enough rounds just to get it going, get it a bit strong, and build it up. And we could even see an AWP out of Kairi. Right now it is a full AK setup. starix anticipating someone coming through vents, but they are in fact behind him, covered by smoke. Guardian peeks, sees at least 3 of them as Edward's going to be spraying in. starix not able to find anything. Guardian does get 2 Deagle headshots. Interesting. As he then falls back towards the site and plays this one safe. 3 versus 4 in favor of Na'Vi, but OverGaming still have the guns, but maybe not so. Guardian.
Joking.
He's on 3 kills. Could he get no?
Does so much damage though. Guardian does ridiculous amounts of damage this round, and this looks like a win for Na'Vi somehow. And OverGaming, they won't be able to buy. They actually won't be able to buy if they lose this round. And Alex is here with his AK-47, and he's going to try to do what he can with the spray down, but Guardian facilitates quite the round for Na'Vi as they put OverGaming on the back foot with not even really all that close to a buy. Only Kairi that can really buy. So they're going to have to go. They're going to force it up. This is actually really smart because, again, it's the same principle that Na'Vi are running against OverGaming. They know that the buy for Na'Vi is so stretched that if they win the round, they throw off the economy. So these teams are both playing to constantly pressure the economy and not allow anybody to have economic control, which is super exciting to watch.
And even so, any damage that does get done, especially if it were to be to Guardian, and they're able to hold on to the AWP, then it is big, big damage. And there we go, the 1-for-1 trade in this situation probably favours OverGaming. They've done more damage to the economy on this small buy there for Kairi. As now it's going to be 4 versus 3. It's more or less a repeat of last time round. OverGaming last time had the economic advantage. They had the guns, but went the man down. And it was the same this time until C's evened things up. He is on 1 HP, so pretty dangerous for him. This round can definitely go either way, and we're still waiting for OverGaming to decide which side they want to go for.
Yeah, C's definitely just has to be in a position where he has someone else be the distraction. He comes in for the peak afterwards. Being exposed, he has such a big disadvantage, especially with the M4 there. Obviously, a bullet can get soaked up by the helmet before the frag can come in. So he's going to go high and have a safer position. And I think we do have Guardian on the angle with the AWP. This is perfect. They get distracted by Guardian. In comes Cease for the peak. And there is the frags. It's like a 1-2 punch from Na'Vi. And they do make the frags happen. We've got Musambani now. Does take down Zeus. But there's Guardian with the 2 kill. And very well played from Guardian and Ceased. And asking for his health. Yeah. It was not so good.
No, it was so close. And if Ceased had dropped, it would have been Guardian all by himself, and the round would have gone most likely the other way. But OverGaming, they forced 3 rebuys in total. Na'Vi's economy not looking strong, but OverGaming having to eco this one, so Na'Vi have time to build up the economy. And they're going to go for a slow walk all together towards this B side. The smoke goes out. They're free to push in though. Zeus gets one. Tags up a second. It'll be starix to finish them off. Starix now coming from sight. Zeus gets his second, gets his third now. It's loWel left and starix and Zeus holding off that B push to perfection.
Things are looking great for Na'Vi now. You can see that their bank has been fully replenished and they have the economic control that they so desperately wanted. And this being a team map, they are off to a brilliant start. Guardian once again in with the peak as he has, let's say, initiate 3 middle setup, the 1-3-1. And we do have Edward very close for the resmoke. This will actually allow Guardian to go towards B as well, if he wants to, or to look towards vents, as they have such good control towards short and middle. And can actually see that he is watching vents indeed. And so far, nothing to traverse through vents just yet. We will have starix perhaps getting to a position where he can make a peek. They need to find something out, and starix might just be the man to find something out with this peek right now.
He's going to pick up the first and fall back a little bit. Not able to get the second as Alex dropped down to 34 HP. They've opened up this B site somewhat. The rotations having to come in. It is a bit slower. There's going to be one player from vents. They would have heard the bomb picked up, I assume, but Guardian's been given time to get into this position. Gets one onto FlipiN, then has to fall back because of the smoke. Going to throw the HE in, but Zeus is coming around with the flank. And OverGaming's slow style of play. Zeus knows they're not in the site yet. So he's going to get some easy pickings here. Spots one, but playing it patiently, letting him get into the site. Going to get that one. He knows there's someone behind. Denies the bomb plant, and Na'Vi taking real solid control of this now. 5-2 on the least favoured side. Looking like 6 because OverGaming forced onto an eco, and the bank of Na'Vi is going to be in, well, 5 figures soon.
Beautiful play there from Na'Vi. We are going to see, once again, an eco for OverGaming. And this time they are going towards middle just for the explosion and see if they can find a quick tag onto Guardian. He was looking with the AWP. Just keep that pace, keep the bullets coming. And so far they do get smoked off. It's much harder to contest A quickly. We can see how effective the ranges are and the smokes. But Musambani in a good position. Take down Zeus. There it is. Does get the headshot with the P250, but Guardian actually going to whiff the shot there. And in comes starix onto middle. So he's able to find the frag. There it is from Edward. And we have ourselves the cleanup. So 6-2 the score between Na'Vi and OverGaming now. As Na'Vi are definitely putting on the CT clinic after the very back and forth rounds we saw in the first 4.
Yep, definitely so. OverGaming though, this is where they need to start to make an impact. Kairi, he's picked up this AWP. Will he be challenged Guardian? Probably not, because, oh, are they? They're both going towards B. They're going to get a quick peek on each other. This is going to be a tight situation. Kairi's waiting. It's Kairi to get it through the box. FlipiN coming in onto Seized as well. Is FlipiN going to get another one? No, as Zeus drops him, catches him, reloading. But a really good start here for OverGaming. Kairi already making an impact. And they're going to go to the bomb site, which has the more CTs on it. Edward holding a tight angle. Zeus in the same position, more or less. He's going to push down, picks up one onto Alex with the headshot.
Zeus very smartly watching the flank. Kairi coming up. Zeus does make the frag. Now we do have 2 left. Zeus coming in once again. There is the 4 kill. Can he find himself the ace? There's 1 player left. It's low. 1 point of health. There's the ace from Zeus. And that was a fantastic hold of the A bomb site from the man, Zeus.
The god.
Slamming down his hammer. OverGaming still on 2 rounds and going for the full buy. They've lost so many in a row now. They are, I think, benefiting from that full 3,400. And we'll see this time where Guardian decides to go back to middle. And obviously having to rebuy the AWP. We can quickly check the money. Looking fantastic for Na'Vi. As we do see a peek on towards the B side of things, starix will fall back. And we have a more defensive line for Na'Vi's B defense. In fact, rotating Zeus all the way around. We can see that this is actually the incorrect read of the situation. And starix, to save this, will have to come out huge. And in come the players from OverGaming. The Spaniards going to make their way in. Good smoke from starix, but they're going to go through. No frags for him. And look at this. Look how far away they are. They're so incredibly far away.
We've seen Guardian get a quick peek from this angle before, though. Not able to find anything just yet because the smoke is there. Zeus now coming up high, spraying, forces FlipiN away from the site. loWel holding a tight angle as well as Kairi. loWel the first to drop, however, 4 versus 4. Edward coming round with the flank. Could catch Alex off, but he's ready and waiting. As Guardian gets one. Almost could have got a second there, but would have had to kill his teammate. He gets the headshot on the drop, followed by the P250 frag. Do they have a kit? Yes, they do. The defuse should come in. There it is. Really, really great play from Guardian there. The AWP shot after falling. Perfect. And a 6-round lead now. The Ukrainian side. They are definitely taking control on a map which is one of their strongest.
In goes the smoke for mid. So that's going to help them get in position. But it's just Guardian this time. And let me see. Oh wow, he got one through the smoke. My goodness. And he might just find himself another one. As loWel cowers behind the crate. And there it is. Guardian had it all lined up. Saw it happen in his head. Envisaged the situation before it occurred. And in comes Edward. Here's the shots taken towards mid, towards Guardian. Comes in for the refrag. Well played to Edward. But it's still a one-man-up situation here. You see starix coming in from the vents. Could cause a lot of issues here. We do have I think Zeus pinned down. Zeus is pinned down. He needs someone to come in from the vents. And we will see starix finally arriving. He's being so careful. The vents have popped as well. So he can just make his way there without any sound at all. Just going to quickly fire. But there is the crossfire from Seized. Going to get the double spray down. And OverGaming, that round was caught between Na'Vi players repeatedly. And it's going to be OverGaming now, looking for more answers with these force buys.
And they probably won't find any just yet. They've been pretty poor all round. As Na'Vi going to try and stop this round again. OverGaming, their slow playstyle doesn't seem to work too well on the season. They can't seem to get the entry frags. Na'Vi coming in quick with the rotates. Their holds on the bomb sites once they get in aren't the best. And individual play as well, the difference between Na'Vi and OverGaming is quite a big gap, to say the least. As C's going to be holding this site, but it is over towards the bomb. 2 members in mid, in loWel, but C spots 1, spots 2. The spray coming in from Zeus going to assist him. C follows it up with the frag onto Musambani as Kairi's going to get someone on the flank. It is Guardian, misses the shot as he has to fall back from this one. Kairi still trying to get spammed through smoke. loWel though drops Edward elsewhere, gets a frag onto starix, and it's now just Kairi all by himself. 1 HP. Best idea for him now would be to try and save, but Na'Vi players probably won't let that one happen.
Kairi just going to go down and move into the next round. 10-2 the score. And I remind you, it is a terrorist-sided map. So this is not looking all too great for OverGaming, although they have, I believe, more or less completely secured themselves to qualify through to the playoffs here for the Starseries. So they won't be feeling too bad about this result. And
just comes down to seed now and who they have to play next round. So obviously the better seed, the better, considering the other group. NIP get a bye and 5th place has to play Titan. So if you get anywhere but that, you should have a relatively okay game.
It's like we're getting a player falling for each team at the moment. Guardian comes back on to the mid angles, and he's been so good here, but it is just completely smoked off. Just a wall of smoke. looking for the jumps there, trying to find what he can. They kind of have a good idea of the positions now. It's been called. I think they've heard the stepping from Edward. And Edward going to go down very quickly now. And Guardian quickly on the rotate, going to be coming out from a good position. Can he get the shot? Got to come down to the reactions and connect the first one. Bomb does drop. And we have seized on the site. Still not peaked. They are focused on Guardian, who's repositioning himself. And we have Zeus coming out here, but it should be FlipiN to make the kill on to Zeus, who should be quite unaware of his position. Easy pickings there for Zeus. And Cease now finally peaks. Hit the frag, though. Gives away his position. They can't quite get onto that bomb site to get the plant in. And Guardian with another frag. There is another one for the 3 kill. And Guardian with a fantastic stop there as they lost short so quickly.
Na'Vi really snowballing away. You've got to think that this is in the bag for them now. Once they switch over to T side, their job becomes a lot easier. OverGaming have a massive mountain to climb, and these force buys just not working for them. 2 rounds left in this half. The best they can get is to double what they've got now. And it's going to be highly unlikely as the fire and grenade come in straight away. They force Musambani through, but the rest of his team, they're going to have to hold back. They jump through the smoke. Zeus caught out with a smoke as they trade 1-for-1 in that one as well. But Guardian's ready and waiting. Misses the first shot. Misses the second shot. Has to go back because of the smoke. Alex will get the bomb down so that at least they'll have money for this last round. The flashbangs, the nades do come raining in from Cease. Alex feels the brunt of that one. 8 health left on him. 3 versus 3. It's still a really hard hold from OverGaming.
There's Alex, though. Quick flick from Guardian will discard him. And FlipiN comes in with a quick return, but it's on Kairi now. He was against 2. The bomb ticking away, so Kairi, that smoke has some time to work with. There goes the defuse. Has to go for it. There's 2 of them left. And he does stop the defuse. And now Cease goes for it. Does he have time? I don't think he does. Yes. Oh, so close.
Yes.
Oh, so close. Cease gets the defuse. So close. Milliseconds away. And that is going to be the round again to Na'Vi as OverGaming. It is stolen from them.
That's the closest they've come since their initial 2 wins to getting anything. And Na'Vi so close to letting that one slip, but they managed to hold on literally by the skin of their teeth. And now the last round, OverGaming got a good buy-in here, so they could maybe do a little bit more than last round, and that would be enough to get them their 3rd round. Na'Vi, you really can't see them letting it happen. Good use of early nades to hold the push off towards B. It was the same last time, but a little bit too late, which allowed Musambani to get in, trade 1-for-1. And it's gone all quiet again now. Just over a minute left as OverGaming start edging their way towards B.
Re-smoked, but OverGaming happy to wait it out. The problem starts, though, as soon as Na'Vi decide to push somewhere. If they decide to push A, then OverGaming know that they're waiting means that they're playing at a disadvantage, because Na'Vi will have discovered exactly what's going to happen before it happens. The rotation comes in before they get onto the site. That's not what they want. But they are just risking it anyway. They have 1 man in the vents area. Na'Vi haven't pushed at all, expecting slow plays from OverGaming, perhaps. As we see now, contact to be made by starix. Double on the angle, does take off the head of loWel. That's all he's going to get before he drops. Zeus now against 4 players. Needs a rotation, needs the reinforcements. Goes straight in there. Nuts play from Zeus. Absolutely mental. And he's going to fall. Guardian in with the save, though. Does take down 1, but the bomb will get dropped there by FlipiN. And now things do get very difficult here for Seized. And he is going to go down. And OverGaming do pull out a round in the end, so it's 12-3 scoreline. But, oh dear, this is definitely going to be quite a task to get back from this.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean, Na'Vi only need 4 rounds. If they win the pistol, they've got 3 right there, or at least 2. And OverGaming, as we've said before, it's going to be extremely hard. They're going on to the less favoured side. Na'Vi, a really strong team on this map. They're going to know how to play. And it's going to be tough times for OverGaming. How do you predict this one's going to end? Score?
Well, first things first, the pistol round has got to happen, and that's basically over straight away if OverGaming are not able to win that. It's pretty much done and dusted right there. So we'll have to see whether or not Na'Vi are going to come out with a pistol to blow OverGaming's minds, or whether they'll be able to handle it. If they can take the pistol, then you know, I could foresee you know, best case for them like 9 rounds, best case. but likely it's likely going to be something like 16 to 4 to 6, something around there. But it's let's see what they can pull out of the bag on the CT side. Are they going to go a bit aggressive here? We might see Edward actually catching some action there in middle as OverGaming start to get a little bit aggressive. Trying to find out some early information down mid, very common stuff. You can see that the bomb is actually dropped here towards T spawn. And this is quite curious now. We see 2 players dropped for Na'Vi. Well, is going to find himself a couple players. Going to take down starix. And loWel finds seized as well. Guardian now is alone with that Glock 18.
This has been very unlike any OverGaming round. It's 45 seconds in, they've already picked up 4 kills. And it's just Guardian left. loWel had some really nice headshots over towards the A bomb site. But this B side is where Guardian wants to go. Looking to see if he can get an angle, make sure it's clear before he does head up the ladder. Uses the railings to get a good angle on someone. Not sure if he saw the gun there. Alex might have heard him drop down as FlipiN gets a headshot. So really strong hold there from OverGaming. Good to see them going aggressive for once and actually being rewarded for it as they claw around back here. But Na'Vi, they've got a lot of breathing space before they need to get worried.
Yeah, I mean it's great to see that they understand the importance on the pistol of mid. It's pretty important. It can tell you almost immediately what's going on, and we saw Na'Vi already split up too, so they weren't really able to actually deal with that. I'm going to see FlipiN with a nice little flash there, and I do believe it's Alex on the angle as well. Now comes out FlipiN, and Alex is still there though. Going to find himself 1 kill. Ooh, gets a nasty shot. His helmet is long gone, but we do have players coming in here. Edward with the deagle, but he's going to go down as well. So Na'Vi and OverGaming are in a situation where Na'Vi just have to wait essentially for their buy, which can't be after this round. Actually, no, sorry, it can be after this round. They just had their eco. Yep. Excuse me. But it will take, those 2 ecos. So OverGaming should get themselves to 6 before the rounds can possibly start coming from Na'Vi.
Yeah, but if Na'Vi managed to get the bomb down on this round...
Ooh!
Wow!
Bam!
Wow! Double nade kill from Musambani, followed up by an M4 frag. Wow.
It's pretty nice.
It really was.
Okay, now we get the AKs. So Na'Vi have so many ways that they can play with this. I imagine that it's going to be something quite slow. They can take middle early on or try to feel out the setup that is being played. But they have the pick advantages here, so taking middle should be something that they work towards. And they can do that from both the short angle, going up to door, and also from the T-spawn angle. And I think that would be a great decision. But we do see Kairi quite close with the FAMAS. It is going to get smoked off now, and they're going to go for the delayed take, which is fine. But they will be trying. They will need to get a pick somewhere. That is a big advantage for them in this round. We can see they're all running AKs.
Sees though can't really do much just yet. He is smoked off. As OverGaming playing really passive right now. loWel just going for peeks every now and then, making sure no one's pushed through the smoke. Kairi does find one in mid, gets taken down by Edward, who he didn't have his eyes on, so Na'Vi go a man up here as Musambani sees that flashbang come in, knows the angle it came from, gonna peek, gets tagged down, well, tags down Edward, and loWel finishes off Zeus there. As he gets starix too. This could be a big play coming in from loWel. He drops seized. It's just Edward left. loWel picks up his, well, he had 3 kills there. FlipiN came in with the last 2. And a round that looked like it was going to go Na'Vi's way ended up going to OverGaming, and now Na'Vi forced onto the eco again here. It's, the gap's being closed really quick.
Yeah, sick play from loWel. Really important frags there, and that's going to keep them in the game. So just great individual performance, and we're going to see Alex going to go in right now. Maybe a bit of pre-nade action. As Musambani just tapped down Edward there. So they're getting some easy kills in the middle. At least one. So pre-nades come in. It's like a round well handled so far against the pistols. Alex rather just switching to the deagle there, does finally finish off starix, and Seized also goes down. So Na'Vi going to be in a position to buy now. Quite a lot of money. I wonder if we'll see an AWP from them. Yeah, Guardian with the AWP, and no AWP for OverGaming. So this could be pretty strong for middle. They can take this anywhere though. They can actually use Guardian to actually get a B pick as well. So actually that's what they're going to do as well. Yeah. They're going to go for the B pick with Guardian. Or free vents also can work, but let's look, see if he gets it. They have shown a propensity to try to move down these stairs. They're doing it behind the cover of smoke to get position and then fall back, which is really nice as well.
Yeah, it was the play we saw Kairi use on his CT side where he managed to actually beat Guardian in that battle. But this time it was Alex, and we saw Alex even jump across there expecting Guardian to be there. And looking at that angle, even if there was no smoke there. Musambani now peeks out, gets the frag onto Zeus. And now keeps Seized at bay with that fire and the flurry of bullets that came towards him there. Doesn't want anything to do with that just yet. As Guardian gets one, but he did get a headshot by an M4 there, so he's down to 10 HP. So he's going to have to be careful for the rest of this round. But 4 versus 4. Na'Vi looking like they want to go to A. There are 3 players there. As loWel picks up the first here. And he looks like he's going to get a second. Yeah, he does. And the bomb onto C's. Guardian now making a frag as well. So 2 versus 2. The bomb can easily be picked up. OverGaming forced away for a little bit of time until the 2 players regroup.
Guardian below the bridge. Just waiting very patiently. Knows that he is very key in this defense, and if they come in as 2, which they're about to, he's got to make the first opening shot to give them a chance. Looks like he's going to get 1, and Guardian even gets the second for the quad kill with the AWP. What a sick round from Guardian. 4 kills, and we're going to see Na'Vi picking one up. And the economy, though, is still pretty good for OverGaming. They're not going to have any problems buying just yet, which is fine. And Na'Vi now have a chance. Again, let's have a look and see how Guardian's going to play.
Going towards mid this time to try and get a peek here. There is smoke. He just goes for the pre-fire there, expecting someone to just be holding onto the corner. Zeus follows that up with a nade towards B. The bomb's been dropped at spawn, so they're just trying to get a feel of this round, see how OverGaming are playing, see if they've still got weapons. And this is the boost we saw the other day from Virtus.pro, I believe, against Na'Vi. So Na'Vi definitely know about this one. Musambani has, and expecting it to be shut down as soon as they get onto that site, if they do choose to go there.
Kairi might just be in with a pick here. Oh, not okay. Just barely looking back in time. I was very afraid for him that he'd get fragged just due to poor timing to look away. But, or bad luck, rather. Bad luck timing. And we do have frag going the way of OverGaming, but Na'Vi do still have many options in the round. You are seeing them just trying to set up what they can, and Guardian are going to try to go in for the pick right now. We already know that Musambani is directly above him, and this is something that he has no idea about. But he can't exactly go further than this without some support. And just trying to get them to peek him. That's all he's trying to accomplish right now. He wants them to peek him so he can get the shot. And they do peek him, but he can't quite do it through all the grenades. And it's like C is going to come in now to just move forwards. I think he got shot in the back by Guardian. And it looks like, yes, Guardian is going to help. But Musambani with an easy tidy up right there. 13-9. OverGaming doing a much better job on the CT side, and Na'Vi unable to really pull them between the sites at the moment. They looked a little bit lost in that round after losing the initial player.
Yeah, both teams seeming to have a really strong CT side here. And OverGaming, I feel like usually their T side on any map is usually a bit stronger than their CT, just because of how they play it, their play style, and how teams don't tend to react to it. But right now, they're having a really strong CT side versus Na'Vi of all teams on a map which we haven't seen them play much. As Musambani's gone all the way up towards the top of mid. 5 Na'Vi players waiting outside B. starix, the only man with the AK, will fall. Gets picked up by Zeus, however, so they've still got it in their hands, as it's Guardian who rotated towards the top of mid. Gets tagged down to 52 HP, and we see OverGaming players get dropped elsewhere as well. And Zeus still denied this angle here.
This is really smart, actually. They're just trying to like move the AK along, try to get a frag or do damage, then pass the AK to someone else. That's really solid, actually. And we'll see he's creeping on through there with the pistol. And let's see if Zeus can do something. He can pick up the AK if he dies. He can just go for the peek. There it is. Does mess it up. Edward can pick up the AK and see if he can get the frag. They can finally finish off Alex. That would just be wonderful. But looks like that's not to be the case. And it is a clean round here for OverGaming, as they do go 10-13. So they are actually just destroying Na'Vi now, who are certainly not able right now to really exploit OverGaming. And this does come as a slight surprise to me, but OverGaming have been showing repeatedly that they have great potential in all situations. You might just see loWel making his way in now, and if he peeks here, or rather goes further down the stairs, he will be in for a nasty surprise. Tossing down a Molotov there to stop any potential rush, and they already have information from middle. They already have information from B. That's why he tossed the Molotov, because it's very likely that they are suspecting the underground. They just have to confirm it now. They just need the information to confirm the play. In comes the A split. There's the Molotov. loWel waiting patiently. In they come. And loWel's able to make one quick kill. Makes the call. The jumping AK from Edward. And in they come. Kairi once again in with the opener. The 3-on-3.
As it's Edward who will be holding from Horseshoe. Guardian with this AWP needs to find somewhere he can sit, because right now he's looking at, or having to switch between 2-3 angles, as Kairi does spot seized, picks up that frag. Guardian, the door gets shot on him, he goes for the opener and closes it again. Just toying with Kairi here, misses the shot. Kairi switched to his knife there and try and go for that. I think he might have, as the fuse will come in there, whilst Guardian was in a door battle, I guess, with Kairi, but honestly, right now, it feels that Seized and Edward haven't really had much to do this game. They haven't really been involved too much. The scoreboard says it as well. Edward only on 10 kills, starix on 9. It's been all Guardian and Zeus right now, and OverGaming, if you look at them instead, everything is pretty even throughout their kills, I believe.
Yeah, it certainly looks to be an interesting situation currently now, as we see a slow beginning to this round. Mid control going to OverGaming. They have the smokes tossed down, and Na'Vi are waiting. In comes the peek from Moose and Barney. This is very critical stuff. This is a very important area to understand or take stock of. Moose and Barney didn't go for the full peek there towards T-spawn, so he doesn't know that the bomb is actually there, and he's going to actually back away here. So very tentatively playing these peeks as loWel goes for the smoke. Kairi ready to pull the trigger. There it is. starix goes down the middle. There's the second headshot from Kairi. There's the third. The triple coming out. He's going to re-peek again. Kairi going absolutely mental. The bomb is dropped now in middle, and Kairi looks just too strong for it. Barely getting caught. Barely getting out of there. There goes the pop flash, and Zeus is left now with 9 points of health and not a hope in hell of recovering this bomb safely. Looks like he might just do it though, but there comes the peek from Kairi once again, and it's going to be the finisher from Alex.
Kairi there going big with the 3K very, very quickly. It was kill, repeat, kill, repeat, kill, and solid play. Unfortunately, you couldn't get a 4, maybe even 5 kills there, but they're within 1 round. We all thought this was game done, over. Na'Vi taking this one, but 13-12 after being 12-3 down. This is amazing, amazing stuff coming out of OverGaming. We're going to see a slow walk style aggression here with the nade. Alex being the first to peek with FlipiN supporting him from behind. Follows up with his nade. It doesn't do any damage just yet. The smokes are going to come in. They are able to drop Zeus before it does bloom. And Na'Vi still committing to this B play, however.
There'll be some Barney now to support. This B play is well and truly dead at this point. Already the 3-man defense coming in. All the angles they have easily covered. He still have a deagle though from the back. He was expecting maybe a push from the A side, but didn't actually happen. We've got starix up there with the PT-50. Seas will go down, and clean ending to the round. So OverGaming taking round upon round upon round upon round, and cleaning up the eco. Now comes the buy for Na'Vi. So they have to absolutely, if they want to win this game, they need to start securing it now, because the economic game has currently been won by OverGaming. Look at the bank, 12k,
15K.
16k, 10k, just many Ks across the board, and gonna see Barney with the peak. He's got the M4. This is very risky stuff. If there is an AWP to challenge him in Guardian, we can see him right there. Could be very interesting indeed. And we get the kind of like the peak here from Alex. Does drop the smoke though, so he's not going to be able to push through that for a while. So they won't figure it out just yet. But look at this. Lots of players moving through the underground.
Kairi does drop Guardian. There are still 4 players here. loWel is the man to try and stop it. Kairi gets the second. The fire from loWel, however, won't do too much. 3 players left. All of them are on this A site. loWel would have told his teammates. Kairi is to the right-hand side, waiting, I believe. The bomb will go down. As Kairi tried denying it with the CZ. A great no-scope from him. He's on 3 kills at the moment. Gets the tag there through the bridge. Doesn't get the 4th. He does get the assist on that one, however. See, flicks onto Musambani, as it's now him all alone. 2 HP. The nade will finish him off from Alex. Now the easy job of the defuse will come in. And OverGaming taking the lead for only the 2nd time in this entire match, and it may be all they need. 2 rounds away from winning.
I liked how OverGaming, Na'Vi, they knew instantly when they had like 3 players push through this angle. They just all smoked instantly, and like 1 smoke there, 1 smoke here, 1 smoke here. Just it was like a really good coverage of the site, and they just did that straight away. And they didn't like go, okay, you smoke here, I'll smoke it. It's just straight away. It's just, I really enjoy seeing teams that have obviously understood exactly how to play with one another, how to have rehearsed, you know, certain site takes and stuff, and where good smokes are and who smokes what. This stuff is really key, and it's great to see it in action from these top level teams. Zeus going to find himself Musambani in the vents. Musambani now the king of the vents, and is it going to be Guardian to challenge him? No, it won't. He's a bit too far away, and not with that AWP, especially not. But we do have the challenge coming from starix. Can he be the king of the vents? Nope.
You shall not pass.
Musambani still king of the vents. Wow. And now we have Guardian still scoping around the mid, looking for this peak. He might just find it coming in. Looks like Seas is going to take Danylo, and we do get Kairi actually stepping in front of Guardian, saving his life almost from that AWP. Nice flick to FlipiN. As Guardian makes his way back, we have ourselves Musambani ready to go onto the flank. They know now that Guardian has to be going towards A. They've eliminated all the other opportunities for Guardian. Here he goes. There's the scope. Oh, just barely whiffs the shot. Guardian up onto the site once more. In goes the flash. 3 players to deal with. Third not quite here just yet, but soon to be on the flank. Guardian waits, but there goes the fire. There's not much more for him to do there. 15 rounds for OverGaming. What am I seeing here? What is happening today?
OverGaming. Match point against Na'Vi on season. This is amazing stuff.
You what, mate?
You what? And Na'Vi's buy, it's limited on the grenade front. Guardian no head armor, none on Edward either. So these M4s could pick up 2 easy headshots were they to come in. And we're seeing this boost again. It's usually one of those where it's a one-time thing, but the first time it was towards the end of the round. Na'Vi may not have been concentrating on it. It was only on an eco as well. This time, though, if they do commit to that A bomb site, Musambani could be a bit of a pain over there. Kairi grabbing control of mid straight away. Sees the jump across, misses the flick shot. So still 5 men alive for either side as Zeus has been able to get this far onto the A site without being noticed. Spots 1, gets the frag. He's getting 1 as well onto Kairi. Musambani, however, still here. Not able to find the kill onto Seized, and Na'Vi maybe leaving this one a little bit too late to try and clinch this game, because of course they can't. They can only get a draw here. OverGaming could even get 2nd place in this group, which would be highly unexpected. Especially if they do get the 3 points. The 1 point will still do them great. And coming down to our 30th round, our final round now. OverGaming, they don't need to worry about money. Alex is on 16k.
I just can't believe that Na'Vi have been so ineffectual on their T half. It's a demo that I have to like go back and look at it much closer to see what strategies they're trying to run, because it must just be that in many other cases, that OverGaming are just able to either one stop the strategies for when they come in, or Navi's just not effectively executing them. And so it is interesting to see. We're going to have this this smoke going out from FlipiN. So far, OverGaming have also been showing a very consistent game, and it looks like rotations haven't been abused all that much just yet by either team, and that's definitely fine. We're going to see Edward there just sitting behind the smoke, and we have Seized behind the door. This is to catch anyone he hears stepping, just dramatically just running around as they notice the play coming into B. And it's like Na'Vi feel fairly committed towards this. So can it be stopped by FlipiN and Alex, who are in position to deal with it?
Just ready and waiting. FlipiN could have been caught out there. Alex, though, they're going to get taken down straight away. The flashbang from FlipiN. Going to have to hide from this box and wait for his team to come in. He will be able to pick up one onto Edward. Has to reload. 4 bullets left in that M4. Is not going to do too much. Gets taken down by the grenade from Zeus. 3 versus 4 now. Musambani coming in from behind. Kairi, on the other hand, is in this upper area with the AWP. Flashbang out. Goes for a quick pick. Misses. Now Lau coming from lower. Musambani coming from behind. Are they able to do anything? Zeus does get dropped. That's big. Seized Guardian, starix left. Guardian with the AWP in the outside area. Somebody going to come in, drop starix now then. 2 versus 2. Is this going to be an OverGaming win or a draw? It's looking like it's going to be a draw. And there we go. Guardian confirms it. 15-15 between Na'Vi and OverGaming.
Wow. So it's like 3 draws basically, something like that. We already had 1 draw earlier today. Crazy stuff. I think that was Hellraisers and was it Epsilon? I don't even remember anymore.
And then the VP that game was going to a draw as well.
Okay,
it was a draw.
It was a draw.
It was 15-15.
My God, what are we seeing here today?
It's me. It's the curse.
It's the curse.
So many 30-round games.
All right, so we will have Copenhagen Wolves versus DAT coming up next, guys. All right. This is going to be interesting. Have to see if DAT can do a similar result against Copenhagen Wolves. Stay tuned and find out after the break.